It's me. Hi everyone, it's me, Jordan Long here. And today I'm going to start about the saga and tale about Windows 12. Now, since Microsoft hasn't really made any new Windows yet or said anything about it, but that hasn't stopped folks from making up stuff. That hasn't stopped folks from, going and working with tools. And there are many tools out there that can let someone, make likenesses and make it look like it's a true thing. So, a long time ago, so now we got Windows 12 saga and tale going around. But if you go on Microsoft's webstead and you look anything up on Windows, the only window you're going to see is Windows 10, the scaled, and the home one. And that's it. And then the choosing of how much it's worth to download it. Nowhere on Microsoft's webstead are you going to hear anything about Windows 12. Now there might be a Windows 12 or whatever coming out years later or whatever, but as of right now there is no Windows 12. So that saga until was dead. But if you go on a Microsoft followership on their webstead, folks will always ask about this. And there's going to be someone telling them, no, there is no truth behind Microsoft Windows 12. If there was, they would have offshoot it by now. Yeah, if 12 was going to come out, 12 would have came out around October of last year. Microsoft sends out the new Windows close to the time that the other Windows meets its first time span. So they haven't done that. Now I know what some folks are thinking. Oh, well, maybe they don't do it anymore. Well, Molly, what do you think about Microsoft Windows 12? You think there's any truth behind it? To be earnest with you, Jordan, I don't think there's any truth behind it. If there was, then Microsoft would have already sent a update or whatever, a thing on the side telling you, oh, you can download Windows 12 now. Well, there's not. It wasn't like in the past where if you had one, then you could get 98 or 95 or 20 or 2002 or extra Longhorn XP at extra XP Vesta 7 8 8.1. They haven't really said nothing about that, which makes someone believe that Windows 10 is the last of all the window offshoots, and that some saga until has come out that after 2025, Microsoft will be done with all the Windows altogether and everyone will be effed. Well, I don't know if there's any truth behind that one either. I mean, I do know that Microsoft does make big updates. One for the spring and one little small one, which sometime, and that's about it. So I think there might be a big update coming in the spring, somewhere between either May or June, and that might be what folks are talking about. But as far as having a new Windows to elope to or go to, there isn't no new Windows 12 yet, or whatever folks call it. Microsoft would have said something about it on their Twitter. They would have said something about it on their webstead. And so far, they haven't said nothing like that. So, for all you folks out there who wonder if there's a Windows 12, well, as of right now, there is no Windows 12. You go on the webstead, and all it says is Windows 10 scaled and home, and how much it's worth to download it from them. But that's about it. Now I know there's a thing called the Microsoft Insider, someone who Microsoft gives their updates and their tools to and whatever for someone to look at and give them feedback on the updates and the tools to see if the tools work or the updates work. And if they do, great. If they don't, then they have to go back and work on them again before they send them out for everyone else to work with. But he's an insider, does not get to see a new Windows before it comes out too. You know, so that's all I know. But then again, what do I know? If there was a new Windows, which there's not, Microsoft would have already offshooted it to everyone in October of last year when everyone said that 10 was coming up on its first half of its backing and forwarding time span. So there is no Windows 12, and there probably is not going to be. Well, that's not to say that one day there's going to be a new Windows. It probably is, or going to be some kind of offshoot of 10 going around. But at the end of the day, as right now, there is no Windows 10. There is no Windows 12. Need be in 2025, while that's probably when a new Windows will come out, if there is going to be a new Windows. But as of right now, there is no Windows 12. So if everyone goes on Websteads and believes it, well, don't believe everything you read. Yeah, well, sometimes Websteads lie. Sometimes folks make up shit that's not true. And folks always like to make up stuff about, Windows and updates and stuff like that. So the way I believe it, Jordan, is that someone out there is making up stuff about 11, which never happened, about 12, which will never happen. And these folks are really good at making their websteads, making folks believe they know what they're talking about. Because they're so good at, crafting likenesses of Windows 12 and doing all this shit and making you think that it's some true thing when it's not. If it was a true thing, then you could get it from the window. You could get it from Microsoft's Webstead. Or Microsoft would have sent it to you on an update or something. If it's a true thing. Which it's not. Sad for clearing my throat there. But it's not. And I really gotta go now, Jordan. Well, alright, Molly, thank you for being with me today, and we talking about this Windows 12 bullshit, which is just offshooting from the Windows 11 bullshit. Well, tell me what you think about this saga until about Windows 12. Do you think there's going to be a Windows 12 someday? Or do you just think that Microsoft is going to keep on offshooting and making updates to give Windows 10 a longer lifespan than all the other Windows that came before it? Let me know what you think. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.